JYP Entertainment confirms GOT7 studio album comeback. Hey guys, quick shameless plug here. If you like my paintings behind me and want to see me paint live, I am doing so right now on the internet. You can click here or click here to join me and hang out and...
Twitch.tv/HallyuBack.
Thanks, babe.
It does seem these days that just about every K-pop group is having a comeback in 2016, but yes, it was confirmed GOT7 is one of those groups that is coming back within this month, I think.
Yep, they're going to be coming out at, the end of October, beginning of November.
No, I think it's end of September, beginning of October.
I thought I read November.
They're coming back either way.
They're coming back this fall.
I remember when we lived in Korea and the word comeback was a joke between you and I.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't so well known that comeback really meant releasing new music, new album, new single, whatever.
Uh-huh.
Now it's completely gone mainstream for people who like K-pop. And you and I embrace comeback. We hear this word comeback and go, oh, great.
They're returning to our televisions and our YouTube channel playlists.
And our smartphones. I'm quickly becoming a fan of GOT7 more for their attitude than for their music.
Okay.
Isn't that weird?
Not necessarily, because they do have their own YouTube channel that they promote themselves in a reality type show where you can actually see behind the scenes, like maybe some of their personality and what they're like.
I like that JYP put together an international Asian group that if we didn't know better would think they were all Korean, but they're not all Korean, obviously.
Yeah.
So going onto their Wikipedia page, I noticed that they only released 3 singles in 2014, 2 singles in 2015, and 2 in 2016, even though they released a bunch of other songs. Like, it's actually confusing to figure out what the K-pop groups, or at least what GOT7 is doing in general, because they're doing a lot of things versus what music groups used to do when I was growing up.
Uh-huh. But I'm not surprised that it's like that. I can totally understand why it's like that, because if you think about K-pop, the intricacies of not only creating the music, but also the dances, and to have everything choreographed perfectly in sync, and then to have the behind the scenes, like the reality shows, I see why they are so busy and why they only put out 1 single at a time.
Not to mention all the photos that get barraged on Twitter on a daily basis. But if you really think about it, it's complex, their marketing strategy with just the music alone. I mean, it looks to me, and correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, that they make music for the Korean audience in Korean, and then they'll make separate songs, for instance, for the Japanese audience. But then what they're also doing is making the same song for both countries in different languages. And then, of course, they're also making mini albums. Like, they have 5 different mini albums that they've put out since 2014. So this comeback, and the reason why we're making this video is because it's not a mini album, but a full studio album, I believe.
Yep.
Which is a bigger deal than a mini album, and a bigger deal than a single release, and a bigger deal than an EP, and a bigger deal than if they're going on tour in Japan or wherever they're going. I think it's important for me to make sense of it in my own head in order to sound like I know what I'm talking about, because I still am just learning about GOT7.
I think you're still just learning about K-pop. I was on their YouTube page the other day, and I started thinking about my own self when I was 13, and I was totally fangirling over boy bands and Backstreet Boys. Oh my goodness, loved them all. But you didn't really know anything about them other than what they'd put out in the fangirl magazines. And the fact that you can actually see the reality shows and see a little bit more about their personalities.
On the internet versus on TV, there's only MTV and VH1.
Yeah, and there wasn't like all the channels, they weren't really doing reality like they are today. I think that it makes for such a stronger fan base, and I can see why people love GOT7 so much, and it makes me appreciate them more too.
Who's excited for GOT7's comeback? Comments!
Who is your favorite ultimate GOT7 bias?
What's your favorite GOT7 song?
Ooh.
And how many GOT7 songs do you think are going to be on this new studio album? Let us know. Click the like button. Thank you so much for supporting us. And don't forget to subscribe for more Hallyu Back news. That's it. We're out of here. Hasta luego!
Bye!